It was a long drive, but here we are at the shack. Once you go shack, you don't go back. Let's go take a look inside while my daughter's out here watching the dogs. Hey, Jackson. Hey, Jack. Boy, they're tired of being cooped up in the car. Hey, Mally. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right, let's go in. So this is the famous Cichlid Shack. First thing you see is some extreme. This is good stuff. I've used it. Fish loved it. Whoa, baby, look at this tank. Nice, real nice. And there he is, the man. Hey, James.
Hey, Ben, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Working away like always.
Never, no rest for the weary here.
There's always work to be done.
That's right. Take a look. I'm gonna take a look around the shop.
Okay, let me know if you need any help figuring out what stuff is or where it's at or
Nice. I'll just
have
give
any questions.
a little tour to some of the viewers. Man, you get some beautiful fish here.
This is for the most part, this is a peacock breeding rack.
Really nice.
So the breeders are across the middle, and then the babies are on the top and the bottom. That one I just happened to get out of the tubs, and I needed somewhere to put them, so I put them up there. Those are Tetra Stigmas.
Gorgeous.
Right here locally.
One of my favorite fish, the Tetra Stigma, Autopharynx Tetra Stigma.
Yep.
One of my favorite all-time fish.
Not to be confused with the big boys behind you.
This is the one that very often they get mistaken for each other.
Correct.
People will call this a Tetra Stigma, they'll call the other one an intermedius. But this one is an intermedius.
Absolutely an intermedius.
Because I made that mistake and somebody corrected me years ago. They said, no, you got an Autopharynx Tetra Stigma. And he was right. Just the shape of the head, the slope.
Slight difference in the coloration.
Yeah, more green. Both are beautiful. Wow, look at that thing.
Story behind those, I have a local customer who I provided grade A, triple grade A breeders from Thailand, and these are offspring coming back from those groups that I've gotten.
Gorgeous markings.
You'll see the Thailand strains on the next behind them.
So these are breeders from Thailand.
Well, the two super red dragons are proven breeder males. The other two are not proven yet. Well,
Beautiful.
They're all AAA from Thailand.
AAA from Thailand. Beautiful markings.
Cardinals and Rummy-Nose Tetras.
The Cardinals and Rummy-Nose in with the
Discus.
those are ones that are normally kept together. I've noticed the neons and the Discus.
And then there's some new corridors down on the bottom that I got. I don't remember the name. I got to write it on there.
Rummy-Nose are cute, huh?
Yeah. They make the Discus feel comfortable and then they don't hide.
Cute. Yeah, these here you say are your show quality no pepper Discus,
Correct.
which means they don't get those little black spots you see on some Discus. This melon is absolutely gorgeous.
Both the yellow and the red are just stunning.
This yellow guy is like off the hook.
Easily 7 inches on the Discus.
Yeah, beautiful. Any of them pairing up?
Not yet. No, I've only had them here about a week though.
These are a week in the store. Where'd you get them from?
They're from Jack Watley's Discus.
Jack Watley.
He's the #1 premier breeder in the U.S.
Beautiful.
Nothing but the best here.
So you got these big showfish. This one's a beauty too. And then you've got a smaller, what do you think, 4-inch?
These are the 4-inch range. This is the range I like to keep the most of. I feel that it's big enough to where it's not too small. It's going to get sick and die on you. And it's big enough to where it can hold its own. And it's not big enough to where it's going to break that $100 mark.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel once it breaks the $100 mark, people get a little bit scared of them.
Yeah, it's an investment.
They really are adapted to tap water now. I mean, I have these running in the same water as my African cichlids. I do nothing different, other than there is heaters in these two tanks where there isn't anywhere else in the store. Because they love it at 84 degrees or, you know, around that temperature. And then we do run three water changes a day on every one of these tanks.
About what percentage?
10% in every tank 3 times a day.
Wow.
And then we run extra water through the Discus tanks.
Very pretty.
That's where they're sensitive to fluctuations in parameters. So, you know, your pneumonia and nitrite levels go in either direction, they're not happy.
So you're better off doing more frequent, smaller water changes, you think?
Correct.
Good to know. AAA Golden Bose. Wow, that's a pretty guy.
That red dragon is tied in there with it. 2.5 weeks ago, busted through the barrier and gave that one quite a beating. He's healing up pretty good though.
He pushed through the barrier and got a hold of the golden one.
Yep, and gave him a pretty good whooping.
Yeah, they really can't cohabitate at all, can they?
No, they can't.
Some beautiful big spots.
You have to come back down this road and see my new Ghost Iceberg breeder.
Some of my favorites right here. Maduko white lips. The lips on that guy, holy moly. Looks like an old trumpet player.
The bigger they get, the bigger the lips get.
That's amazing.
Turns out these are from Germany.
These are German and something that you're breeding?
Ghost Iceberg. I just got them and I'm starting to breed them now.
And that's what these are, Ghoust?
Nah, I think she spelled that wrong.
I was going to say, is that a German thing?
Yeah, see, there's one holding right there, sir.
Oh, look at that. So they're already going to start producing.
Yep.
Beautiful shade of a blue. Really, you get that real ice.
Yep, they've really accentuated that blaze.
Electric eyes. Look at that dorsal. Oh my God, it's like electric. The dorsal fin is beautiful. So this is an African wolffish, and he'll swallow fish whole.
Like the gulper catfish.
Wow. So he's extremely aggressive.
Fierce
and
hunter.
He'll swallow a fish this size without a problem.
Yep, swallowed 3. That's the 4th one I put in there.
4th one.
And he's got 3 in his belly.
Wow. Hey, I'm rooting for you, buddy. He's got 3 of them in his belly already. Holy moly, what a pig.
And those are feeders bred and raised here.
That's a beautiful male. That is a dominant male in this tank?
Yes.
That's a beautiful fish. Love flame tails. But you know what? You got anybody who's watching this video, you're going to order a flame tail. Get them colored up because they take forever. So these are flame tails that you're ready to ship.
Yep, those are ready to go.
Yeah, those are beauties. Look at the blue on them. Wow. Nice yellow extending through the bottom of the body right into the tail. You got some in here that are spectacular.
Great markings.
Great markings. So James, what part of the store am I in now?
You're in row number 1. This is Peacock Isle.
Peacock Isle. This is the kind of place like fish keepers dream to be able.
30 different kinds of peacocks on this isle alone.
30 kinds of peacocks. Amazing. Eureka's. Got some red collars up here.
Those are in Benjai Regals down there.
Benjai Regals. Oh, look at the blues on these. I caught you on your off day. I appreciate you coming in on a Sunday.
Oh, no problem at all.
Blue orchids. Oh my God, look at that coloration on that guy. Almost looks like a...
Those are albino strawberries.
Albino strawberries. She almost like a dragon blood albino?
Kinda.
Look at the blue in the fin. This is the biggest, that's the biggest hawk I've ever seen. You're saying it's about 10, 11 inches?
I'd say it's about 10 or 11.
It's hard to get the perspective just how big he is. This tank is how many gallons?
This is an 8-foot, 300 gallon.
300 gallon, 8-foot tank.
And we have to do your favorite thing. There's a wet dry sump running it.
Wow, look at that. So you really what you're running here is about 340, maybe 330 gallons.
Right.
When you add the sump volume.
Correct.
So nice. I love sumps. Look at this guy. Holy moly.
It's a wild-caught Tyrannochromis nigriventer.
Wild caught. Look at the markings on it. Gorgeous.
Underneath them is an F1 Bucrochromis notitania.
F1. So for those of you that don't know, F1 means that this is the offspring of 2 wild-caught fish. If he was wild-caught, he'd be F0, right?
Correct.
About this fish, you're saying he's the holy grail?
He's a holy grail of Africans because they live in deep waters. They're very rarely collected. And that is a wild-caught Holotanium.
Wild-caught Holotanium.
I have a female for him.
Man, a harem. Beautiful fish.
And the nicest Venusus I've ever seen.
That's a beautiful one.
At 5 inches, that guy is insane.
I was just going to say, that guy has got the nicest contrast of blue and yellow.
And just so vibrant.
He's like glowing on the camera. I mean, again, what is this tub you're from?
We got F1 predator haps in here.
F1
Predators.
haps.
So we're looking at Bucos, Malawi Gars, Exochromis anagenes, and there's some Malawi trouts in there, and they're all F1s.
Nice. So this is just a. What do you think this is? About 400 or 500 gallons?
275.
275 gallons, running on its own separate sponge filters.
Yep. There's the new big bad boys are in here. I don't know if you've seen them yet. So here's the old extra large sponge filters. There's 2 of them stacked on top, right? This is the new ones. Almost twice the size.
Wow.
See the difference?
Yeah, a little more volume.
Yeah. Great. And I stack 2 of them together, and I take the air stone out. Because of the depth, the air stone won't run.
Amazing. These are baby bristlenose, probably about, what, a 1/4 inch?
Yep, fresh out of the tube this week.
So cute.
These are super reds.
Super reds.
Bristlenose plecos.
And I think we just saw mom or dad inside that tube there.
There's dad. Mom's she's pretty big.
Oh, there he is. Wow.
That's mom.
That's mom.
Dad's usually in the cave. He's the one that guards the babies. Then I put there's some young moms in here somewhere too. Some new ones that I grew out. Beautiful fish. I'm tempted to do
These
some.
are beautiful bucos. Bucos, hawks here.
We have nodos, we have spectabilis, we have rhodesii yellows, and heterotenias for sale.
Fire hap. Fire haps are pretty stunning.
We have both males in here now.
So the group here on the right is from Adam C. Well, he sent you the
He sent me a little over 1 inch fry, and I grew him out.
nice.
Sold off all the extra males. I think there's a sleeper male right there. See him?
Yeah.
Well, I actually got very few females. I got mostly males.
That's a pretty one right there. Probably the dominant male.
Very peaceful.
These are really impressive tangerines. Usually don't see that kind of blue in the face and that kind of spots on the anal fins.
And the size.
Wow, just great markings.
Look at the Xerox above you. Right here.
Oh, those are beautiful. Xerox, one of my favorite fish. These have the that beautiful blaze that goes from lip to tail. Nice blue in the face too.
When you see the writing on the top of the tank, that's quarantine. So when you see the pole down like that and we write medication on there, that means we're medicating them from when they came in. So we medicate for the gamut of diseases before we make them available.
So you'll hold a fish for how long before you actually put it on the market?
Until it's ready to go. We have no set time limit. We medicate it till it's good and healthy and it's eating well. and we know you're getting a fully healthy fish that's eating.
So that can be, on average, what do you think, about a month?
No, about 10 days usually for the most part, but we have held some 6 weeks.
Nice.
There's some German reds in here too.
There's some German reds in here, but also the
These are Phoenix
the
Ross.
famous Phoenix fish, which is a. Now, didn't you create this fish?
No, I did not. It was created by a man, a gentleman named Ed Crutel. He was a really good friend of mine, and he has 3 different businesses. And the other 2 got so busy that he had to give one up, and I was the only one that he trusted to continue breeding the Phoenix the right way.
So Phoenixes, really, you are the source for Phoenixes.
The only source, correct.
Wow. My next Peacock tank, I'm going to have a Phoenix. You heard it here.
Come see the breeders. And this guy over here on the right is the new Generation 11. And you'll see the improvements between the 2 generations.
This one here on the right?
Yep, this is Generation 11.
Generation 11.
Look at the fins and the color on the body.
So you keep pulling choice male and female, choice male and female.
Correct.
Look at the stripes are blue. Beautiful.
And then all the
That
tanks.
little, it's got like a little birthmark on it.
Yeah.
That's that Phoenix.
All the tanks around you are offspring from them.
Amazing.
So people are asking when the Phoenix is going to be ready. You'll be able to see by how many we have growing out here. There's well over 1,200.
All these are Phoenix.
So all these little babies down here, all of these here, all of these here, all of these here, and a fresh batch down here.
So we've got
All Phoenixes.
no shortage of Phoenix.
And a fresh batch of clown loaches that just came in.
Love clowns.
These are in quarantine.
Yeah.
So we bring them in at 2 inch because we feel that that's the best size. You get them any smaller, they're really sickly. And we keep these here for about 6 to 8 weeks.
I love clowns. What do you think about putting clowns with cichlids?
I think it's a great idea.
I've had them. I had 3 with mine forever, and they did great. They thought they were cichlids. They would eat from the top.
Right. Power went out.
You lost 2 males on a power outage?
Yeah. 2 fully chipped out males. But that's one of their sons. See him at the top up there to your left?
With all the chips?
Yeah, see how small he is and how fully chipped he is already?
That's a beauty.
That fish is probably a little over 4 inches and he's got that many chips already.
They're almost like luminescent. So there's gonna be some changes coming up here with the Cichlid Shack, and pretty major changes. And tell us about it, James. What's happening here with the Cichlid Shack, with the facility and the way things are laid out right now?
If you watch Ben's live feed, I announced it kind of in the comment section when we were talking about him coming out that there would be a pretty special announcement coming here. We just finished finalizing a 3,500 square foot building that will become a breeding facility for the Cichlid Shack. No, we are not closing this. This will be a full facility for shipping and retail. The other building is for breeding alone. So all of my breeders that I have here and the breeders that I have with other breeders, 70 different varieties, we will be going to that new breeding facility and we will be breeding on a large scale.
Awesome. I love it when privately owned, family-owned businesses are growing and expanding. Cichlid Shack must be doing something right, because they're definitely doing that. Right adjacent to the airport, so you know your fish are not going to be traveling too far before they get on that airplane. Right, James?
Yeah, we picked this location just for that reason.
Yeah, just throw them right onto Southwest or wherever they're going.
And the UPS and FedEx are right next to Southwest at the airport. We
Very
take
nice.
the step of any error for a driver going and we drop them right at the planes.
Perfect. So like 4 to 5 hours, you've got your fish.
Right.
From tank to tank.
Tank to tank.
Love it. Now the name Cichlid is in the it's in the name of the shop, but listen, there's other stuff here. Beautiful plecos, and look at these rainbows. Absolutely gorgeous. So he's got a variety of fish. It's not just cichlids here,
And not just Africans anymore.
and not just He's got also all the lakes too, though. The Africans he does have. He has Tanganyika,
Victorians.
Torians, and of course Lake Malawi. And those rainbows are really pretty.
If you look in the tank below you, there's a tank full of young South Americans. 3 different kinds of Severums and 2 different kinds of Acaras and Viejas Spillums. We got Discus and
Yeah,
all sorts of good stuff.
the Ahas are on my short list, you know that.
Those are the beautiful rainbow ones
Yeah.
in spilling.
Joey, that king of DIY guy, said they used to call him the poor man's Discus.
They're a great fit. I like the black and white ones or cream ones that he had. I don't remember the name of them, but I really enjoyed those.
I love this pink throated one. I'm gonna have to get some Viejas from you, I think. As soon as I get that South American tent going, I want some Viejas, I want some red tears, green tears.
I got electric blue Texases too that you might like.
Beautiful.
You know?
We got electric blues and we've got the greens up here. These are the Texas. Now it's not a green tear, is it?
No.
No, these are the Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, I want to get a hold of a tear and I want to get a hold of a Jack Dempsey.
I can get you both of those.
Yeah. I've got you on video. Very nice.
Set them off and everybody could see what was in there.
So these are tubs that,
These are all in-house bred fish.
and this has a shut off so that people that want to view the fish can view them.
And they purchase out of here too.
Wow.
And you see the ginormous plecos in there?
Yeah.
These are plecos that local customers have brought to me that they bought at other pet stores and said, this thing has outgrown my fish tank, will you take it?
You just adopt them.
I take them and put them in these tubs because the next response out of them is, or I'm going to throw it in a lake.
Oh, God.
So we don't want that happening.
That's already invasive. So these tubs have a special shut-off switch so that if people want to look at the fish, they can without the water being all stirred up. Now, is a person able to pick a fish? Because I've been to shops
Absolutely.
that have a tank like that, and it has a sign that says no picking fish because there's just too many.
We go fishing. So let me show you our fishing nets.
So you basically just sort of purse.
I can grab any fish you want
You
out of
purse
here.
fish the whole thing, and then
Right. I can grab any fish you want out of here.
or all of them. If you,
Yep.
oh my God!
I can get any one that you want out of here, or just grab a sample and you can see what's in here.
You can pull the net out, and then a person can just pick what they want.
Yep, including a giant pleco.
Let's take a look at let's take a look at the haul. Wow.
This is Xerox. The blade's coming out.
That's beautiful. Hold up another one. I'm gonna take a picture of you holding one. That might be my thumbnail.
That's one of my blue sunsets. It's one you can only get for me.
Beautiful.
That's what I was going for, those fins and that egg spots. See how long and beautiful they are? That's a fish that I created and line bred here. It's called the Blue Sunset.
Beautiful. The blue dragon blood.
Come on.
So these are ones bred by you.
Yep, bred and
Born here.
born here, raised here.
Very nice.
We got everything. We beat 70 different varieties. These are electric blue fryer eyes. Beautiful fish.
All right.
Get colored.
Now this is a famous OB that is called Skittles. And you're saying this is third generation, James?
No, this is Skittles the third. We call them
Skittles the
Junior and the third because we use these as breeder mouths. This looks the most like the dad.
That's a beautiful fish. That's gorgeous. James, thank you so much for having me here, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome. Always a pleasure.
And get together again soon and do a little interview maybe. And if you're in Arizona or if you're not in Arizona, you need to check out the Cichlid Shack. You're going to be very, very pleased with the variety we have here. I'm so glad I stopped to see this place in person. I've only seen it on YouTube.
It's way bigger in person than it is on
It's
YouTube.
much better in person. The variety and the selection is just amazing. So thank you so much, James. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for your support of the channel, the live streams, all that good stuff.
All right, it's my pleasure, sir.
All right, thank you so much.